Hello, this is Cuberized, and welcome to my Craftoria Let's Play. In this episode, I thought we'd start by making a garden. We finished exploring a crypt last episode, and I need to get some things planted in prep for doing further magic. So what I've done is I've crafted a harvest pylon, and that is made with some iron bars, wheat in a hay bale form, and that's just 9 pieces, so that's easy enough to do. And then some quartz slabs and some polished blackstone. So I've created that. So I've set this area up here, put a little border on it, and I am going to waterlog it, so I'm going to drop it down in there. That should harvest everything here. I do have that. So for to boost growth, I have a lilypad of fertility, and how to make that is you need a lilypad and then some of this fertile essence or fertile essence, and that is made with a rib bone, catalyzing gland, green dye, which you can get from a number of sources, and the easiest one is cactus. You just smelt cactus, and slime pearls. So these, if you've got, as I said, a mob farm setup that you're gathering these kind of drops, you should have these. These come from slime. These are creeper or gas drops, whichever. I actually don't think either one is very easy, but I have a creeper spawner, and I have a slime spawner, and I have a skeleton spawner, so these I have been accumulating. And we can just place that right on top of there. So for a hoe to make this into farmland, I am using the Eclipse Alloy Hoe from Just Dire Things. This is the highest level tier hoe you can get, and we've already completed Just Dire Things, so I'm going to go ahead and use this. It makes kind of this blue-gray color, and we're just going to do this. This should actually boost growth. This will boost growth, the lily pad, and so we should have quick crops here. And I think I made this just the right dimensions. I lined it up with the pillars, at least the farmland area. Oops, that's going to be a haste spell for me. So having this done, there's a few things I wanted to plant. The first is a magebloom seed, and I'll put that there. And we have real significant growth on that. The other thing I wanted to plant was, and I don't know if I can actually plant this on farmland or not, but let's see if this works. Yes. Sourceberry. And I don't know if it may not like all the extra growth things going on here. So we'll have to see if it is actually going to grow. It may not. I don't know that it actually likes this kind of stuff. So we'll have to see on that one. And what else do I have? Yes, I have sourceberry in a box. So let's see if we can do this. There, sourceberry in a box. I pick these up from locations where there was the small R's portal, and you get a chest, and then on the back side there is a sourceberry. And so you can also find these in the wild, but they're not too easy to find. And there we go. Oh, yeah, it is growing. Okay. Now, if this is working, then I have to place an inventory. So what I want to do is I want to place... Now this should be a whole block above. Yes. And I can even use this, I hope. Let's see if I can get on the... Oh, it doesn't really matter, actually. So let's see, this is facing east. So east is going to be items. And yes, when you this is just a sophisticated storage barrel. You can use a barrel or a chest, it doesn't matter. This is an absorption hopper I'm using, and what it does is it'll pick up items that are on, you know, within its distance. And we can actually show the area it's going to pick up here. And let's actually... for now that'll work, actually. But you can offset it up and down and shift it, in this case, forward and back and left and right from where it's actually currently seated. But as all my plants are over here, it should be fine. So actually let me... yeah, actually I've got one. So it harvested and went in here. I didn't touch it. So it's working. And the nice thing about this is that you don't need to put a hoe in here. So it will harvest on its own without the hoe, and then the absorption hopper will pick up everything. And in fact, I will turn off this since I see that it's still there. Okay. Yep, and that'll work. Oh, and then I can plant anything else I want, which I want to put some of these out. Yep. And then, because why not, let's do... some wheat. And there's our first sourceberry and our first magebloom. And I can take this, I believe, and... no, that's fiber. And I don't think I can plant this. No. I cannot plant this directly. I think the seeds you can only get... well, let me just check. I can make a seed, another seed, or I can just buy a seed. Well, heck. You know what I have? I have this. I had this set up with the villagers, but I will put him here, and he will come up and give himself some random name, he, she, it, and that's mine. You can trade with them, and I do have emeralds here, I believe. Yes, I do. I also have iron golems. I'm going to move the iron golems out of the way here in a bit when I move the villagers. So, yes. So I just need to trade here, and I'm going to look for mage. And there it is. So I will get myself one. Unfortunately, you can only put one in at a time. Let's actually look if there's any... so there's seeds, saplings, and other. So this is where you can get some interesting other types of things. You can actually get bone meal. It's very expensive. I don't recommend it. But if you're looking for a particular sapling and you can't find it, especially like one of the Ars Nouveau saplings, if you have like missing one, you can do that. You can also get, you know, all kind of pretty looking trees if you want to actually set your base around a particular color scheme or wood type. You can definitely pick that up here. And yeah, this is also helpful for things like mineral. You can get that here, especially if you can't find one. The acacia is here if you need that. That's one of the better trees to use to make plastic. Actually, you make liquid rubber than plastic. But there's that. And to make this person, market here. It's called a market. It's just a market stand under farming for blockheads, and it's just wood, some planks, and a piece of red wool. Very inexpensive and absolutely worth it. And this thing is going like crazy. What is going on with... Are we not catching the wheat? Or am I catching the wheat? I may be catching the wheat because I'm too close. I'm catching all the wheat. Okay. Yeah, this is what's going on. So, in fact, I will... So, plenty of things happening here. And let me plant these extra seeds I have. There we go. Yes, because I have my... Yeah, I'm still pulling things in. Let me walk far away. Yeah. So, there. Perfect. And I'll dump this. So we got the garden set up. It's doing crazy amounts of things. The other thing I can do is, instead of having, you know, this set up, well, it's actually fine for now. Let's go focus on occultism. So with occultism, I set up an area. This is still in my base. It is by the entrance. This is technically the entrance, the front door here. So this is the patio underneath. It's several floors down from where all of my equipment is. But I set this up because I need a lot of space to do occultism, and because there's and I will get us started in occultism here. So this is occultism. The very first thing you want to do is hit this and get it, and you'll get the book. You can make the book if you lose the book, but it's a free thing. And this is a guide that sort of helps you get your way through occultism. So there is a Discord available to you. I'm not going to read all of this, but the gist is that if you have questions, go to Discord or refer to the book. And when you click on that, then this opens. This is one of the seeds I planted will make this fruit. And Yes. The other world. Yes. The gist of this is you're going to summon various entities, and they like to be called entities, and then you can do different things with them. So the seeds that I had, and I probably already got rid of them out of my backpack. Yes, I did. Is the dream seed fruit. And so that's what this is. And I planted dream seeds, so I'll be getting more of those. And if we look at our quests, this is the dream seed fruit. And yes, I actually need them. Did I actually put any in my... Are they all still in the chest? They could all be in the chest. Yes, here's the fruit. And here's the seeds. You can find the seeds just by how you find seeds in general. You go break grass. Again, but if you also need them, you can go... so when you do find dream seeds, you can go ahead and plant them and you get the fruit. Now, what the fruit does... Well, and of course we got the quest. Will open open your third eye, allowing you to see things. So you can actually I'll get those, and then you can make the goggles. So let me show you what this does first. In fact, it would actually be handy if I was somewhere where I could see. Let's go back here. And not sure I'm actually going to be able to see anything right away here, but let's eat one of these. Okay. See how the world changes? I mean, this is Netherrack down here. It should be bright red. Now everything is gray. And you can, it doesn't last very long, and it's not going to give me great effects because, and I'll eat another one here to show you. Oh, it did not work. Okay. So what ends up happening is you get some random things. So now I have hunger, which is not a good one, and I get my third eye, which is what I'm aiming for. So you can get positive and negative effects, but what you're looking for is third eye, and this doesn't last very long when you're eating the fruit. But what you want to be able to see is, yeah, it's a certain chance to activate the third eye. So first of all, it's not consistent, which is not great. But you want to be able to, and actually trees I know have it. I can go back and see if I can get a tree. Let's go to some place that has trees. Let me go to my home base and let's step outside and see if we get lucky and have a tree around that's... Don't know that that would be, but let's see here. Nope, didn't work. There we go. Oh, that's my haste. So everything... Oh, now I'm getting attacked. I did not want to do that. What I'm looking for is quickly something... No, it disappeared too fast. Which is part of the problem. So you can see certain blocks. They will stand out when you have this ability going on. And I'm sure I picked up some other things other than the fruit. So what we can try to make here is these goggles. And if we look in the book, so this is the third eye that they're talking about. It's an effect that allows you to see blocks that are not visible. If you don't have this going on, and you try to harvest one of these otherworld stones or otherworld trees, it won't work. So yeah, that's what we're looking for. So it's a special type of hidden resources. You can take these and compress them down into this essence, which is better. So if we do that, see, I've already got one, so I already have one, but I will show you here. This is how this works. You get a better version of this. I did not know you could do it with the seeds, but let's check it out. Oh yes, you can, which is good, because I'm going to have a lot of seeds. So this will do a similar kind of thing. And again, just for reference, let's go back here. Okay, I got it to work first time. This gives you about 12-13 seconds of third eye and some other effect, if it works. This is a minute's worth of third eye and some other effects, and the effects are random. So your duration is at least 4 times, if not more, as long by combining these, which if you're looking for things, sometimes this is very helpful. And we'll go into that in just a second, what it is we're looking for. And I'm hoping it's going to tell us that, yes. And Spirit Fire, which we're going to create here in a minute, if you toss this in Spirit Fire, it improves it yet again. So you get, basically it's this without all the negative effects, which that's the best option until you get to the goggles. And to make the goggles, you need leather, you need lens frames, which you have to have already found Otherrock or Otherstone, and you need some silver. And this is actually easier than this one because well, this just takes dye. And then, sorry, let me go back here. You need these lenses, and the lenses take a whole occultism, lens glasses. So the glasses themselves, you need a tuned gem, so it's a little bit involved. So let's talk about what you're doing with all the eating things here. We want to be able to get to stone. Let's see, it's called Other. Okay, so here's the glasses. Here's what the Otherworld essence looks like, which is this, after it's been purified by Spirit Fire. But this is the other stone, other cobblestone. There's wood is here. No, that's, where's it at? Where's the other wood? Just other wood? Oh, this is actually it. This is the Otherwood, but it's an occultism oak log versus a regular oak log. So there is all of that. So how we actually get to see these things is I'm going to grab some. Let me grab a stack of oak saplings. So these blocks, these Otherworld stone and wood, are the basic blocks that that you need to be able to construct all these other things. Okay, so one of the first things is spirit fire. So let's, don't know if it actually talks about, yes, spirit fire. And it's not, there we go. So not really explaining how to do it. So we will refer to here. So what you want to do is set this up. You can actually set it up kind of decoratively if you want, so that you have a little, it's like setting up a campfire. You want to keep it, you can keep it going, and then you throw things in it like the essence to make it purified, or to make the Otherstone and the Otherworld saplings. So I need a flint and steel. There we go. Here's another reason why you need the fruit. So let me find a place that doesn't have planks underneath it. And preferably someplace. Yeah, I don't want to have the. I don't think this actually will catch anything. Oh, and it helps if I don't have my magnet on. Okay, let me turn off my backpacks, make sure we don't have anything going on here, and let me then also get rid of this. Put these away for just a moment. Alright, let's try this again. There it is. Oops. Cast a spell. So that is your spirit fire. So when you toss things into the spirit fire, so we made these dream essences, which is just either seeds or fruit. 9 seeds or 9 fruit, you get this. Now we want to make this that doesn't have the bad effects, so we're just going to toss these in, and there they come. Here they are. So now when I eat one of these, it should last a minute with no bad effects. Yes. And actually I get good effects. I get luck, and these are random, these will switch. I got luck and haste. Or actually haste was something I put on. But there's luck and your third eye. So now we can look around and see. So the other thing we can do is we want to make some of these Otherworld saplings, so we can make Otherworld wood. So we're going to toss these in. And we can make more. But when you toss in saplings, I tossed in oak. I'm not sure it matters. But you can get other... It's still... They look like oak saplings, other than this has a little bit of the magic sheen to it. And it, instead of saying it's a Minecraft oak sapling that's fertile all year round, this says occultism. So, and these won't stack on top of, because they're technically now a completely different thing, because we've cleansed them and now they're special. The other thing we need is, I think I have in here. is andesite. So if I toss andesite in here, oops, and helps if I go back to inventory. Yes, Otherstone. So you can make, let me get that other block out of there without actually stepping in. I think I got it. There. You get Otherstone. So you can use, so let's go plant these. Let's see if we even have a place to plant these. Not the best place, but I will take that. And let's put it over here, out of the way. So with both of these things, with the stone and with the wood, we can actually go ahead and, now that I've got some of that as well, and just regular old dirt. Hopefully that'll fit. Get these planted. I will come down here later and make this look pretty, but and there we go. Now you're going to say, well, it looks like a regular oak tree. And you'd be right, it does look exactly like a regular oak tree, except we're going to do this. Now it doesn't. You see the little speckles in the wood? That is what makes that special. And now you can actually see that it is special wood. And this is what it looks like. And it'll say occultism, but it's this kind of dark purplish color with these light colored speckles in them. And this is almost looks like a marble. But these are the two things. So these will grow up, and so when these, because I've actually, when you have the effect on, you can see them and they don't look like an oak sapling. They actually look like I had it up here, so let's do this. No, let's do this. Yeah, it'll go from looking like this, which is what they look like now, and when you're viewing it, it'll look like one of these otherworldly saplings. So to actually make some things, because we want to actually make things, we did the spirit fire. And again, this is showing you how you throw the andesite into the spirit fire to get the Otherstone. And you can do that with saplings. You can do that with diorite to make Otherrock. So we have some diorite here. Diorite. I think I have diorite. Yes. So if I want to toss this in, and I'm just tossing them in one at a time so you can see how it goes to this dark looking, I also have my magebloom. Okay. So we now have Otherrock, Otherstone, and otherworldly logs. So let's actually make something. So let's see if we can make those goggles. We can actually get this. You get more wood and stone by doing that. The gem, which we will need to make the goggles, is a diamond thrown into this fire. So we're going to be using this fire to create all of our otherworldly items. And I may have a diamond on me. I think I have them on me. Yes, I do. So let's make a few of these. And there, I have Spirit Attuned Gem. And these go in here? No, where did they go? Oh, they're up here. Here they are. I found them. So yeah, so that's how you make the items you need for this. You don't have to have the effect on the other the site that you get to be able to use the fire, but you will need it to harvest things like the trees. So for we'll claim that, might as well. And then the divination rod. The divination rod works very much like the Thurgy divination rods. So if you're familiar with how these work, and I went over it in an earlier episode. So look for Thurgy, and you can see how that works. This works very similarly. So what we need is we need a gem, we need glass, and we need gold. So let's quickly make that. In fact, we will just do this. Okay, we have the divination rod, used up a gem. Okay. And let's claim that quest. Yeah, so you actually have to have the effect going on, and I can't stress this enough. You have to have the effect going on of third eye so that you can harvest the blocks. If you don't, even if you're standing in front of a tree that you know is an otherworldly one and you don't have the effect on, like I know these are otherworldly saplings, I can't just harvest the tree without the effect. Let's grab this, get some otherworldly stone, that's good. And so if you're looking with this particular tool, if you look for one of these items here, you will actually find this. And this is something we want to do. So let me pull out a netherrack, which I have way too many of, but that's a whole nother thing. So there's a netherrack block. And we're going to go to the nether and look for this. And I'm going to make up some more of these essences real quick as well. So I'm going to actually put some of this stuff away that I don't really need at the moment. Give me that back. And yes. So if you you crouch and you right click, and you will actually set your divination rod to whatever it is you're searching for. So as the book mentions, if you do it on netherrack, you're actually looking for this ore, which was something we want to go find. And I'm going to craft up very quickly a lot more of these things. So let's take this first. Definitely going to need these. And then okay, and then I'm going to take that and drop the whole stack in. And there it is. Yes, you don't have to do it one at a time. You can throw half a stack, a whole stack in. And so I have these, I have this. I really would like the glasses. Let's see here. Here. Okay, so leather is easy. Glass frames. So this is what I need. Actually, let's do here. Should be in here. So I need a gem, which I've already made, and I need some panes, which did, oh, silly me, I tossed them all in here. Give me that, and this, and this. So I'm going to make okay, that should be enough. So there's my, so this is the glass lenses. Now I need to make the frames. There's the lens frames. And I already made all of that, so there's that. And then I just need the leather. Did I get that backwards? One second, what did I do? Leather? Infuse lenses. Oh. Okay. I haven't infused them yet. Okay. So we have to do some more. I can't make the glasses just yet, but let's go to the Nether and look for some of the ore. And let's actually go to the regular Nether. No, let's actually just mining world for now. Let's see if we can. Mining world. Okay, going down. I'll pause the video and I'll regroup when I get to the bottom. Okay, there's the bottom, bedrock, and I've been mining in here, so thankfully I've got a little bit of tunnel to work with. So if you see how this works, you click and it's going off that general direction. So I'm going to go ahead and use a mining gadget, and let me put these back. see what this is set at. Sure, and also, do I have, I do not, let me get that out. 2 is my pocket generator. Love the pocket generator. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so I can see it, and I'm aimed in about the right direction, so let's keep going. I don't know how far this is away. Well, still this direction. This is why this is handy. Is that it right there? No, that's gravel. Close. I think I ended up picking it up. No, I did not. Let's do that. Oh, come on. Third eye's going, but I don't look like I have third eye going. That's just weird. Not sure if that's... Nope, that is not... Do I have anything weird? Vanishing third eye, hastened, and luck. Nope, nothing weird. Alright, something is weird because I just put my goggles on and they're not there. Hey. Okay. No, they're definitely not there. They're there. Let's try that again. Okay. So, okay, my effect has officially worn off. There we go. So, let me... That's all netherrack. I wonder if I just ended up... You know what? I think my goggles are messing things up. Let me take those off. Because I have third eye still active, and it's not. Okay, now it has ended again. And whatever it was, yeah. Yep, so I picked it up. I need to figure out, I can't recall how to reset it so it looks for the next piece. Does this say? one sec. Okay, just had to hold down just like I did with the other divination runs. You just hold down and it will find the next piece, and by hold down I mean right click and hold for a couple of seconds. So the next one is up here. I will let's trying to go careful so I don't I could show you. Alright, still in this general direction. Is that it? Okay, I think this block right here is it, but we can't tell. And maybe it is not it. Well, I think it is. And yeah, that was supposed to be it. Why is it not? Huh. Okay. Not sure why that did not work, because that was pointed at the exact right spot. So, yeah, I'm kind of at a loss here. Okay. All right, well, we'll... Okay, well, I will, you know what, it might not just, definitely went up a lot here. Let's just go home. Here. Let's go. have not yet ooh, little bit of a drop. Not yet set up my nether portal in the base, but that is a goal. Right now it's still down here. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, I could have taken the waystone. Okay, there it is. At least it's in that general direction. Let's go up so I'm level with it, closer to level with it. Okay, it's over there. So let's do this. We're gonna do escape tunnel. Yeah, also helps if I hold down the there we go. Now, I'm up here. Let's check. Okay, it is definitely pointing here. Alright, so let's see if this works. That's still here somewhere. Can't see where it's pointing. Oh, I think I got it. But it should be... Yeah, I'm a little wondering why the blocks are not showing up differently, and I'm clearly, when I'm mining it, it's not happening. So I need to figure out what is up with occultism. Or if it's user error, which it could be. But that makes finding the ore impossible, and that also means that's going to impact... Yeah, without finding the ore, it's also a 3G thing because the... Is it precious? Yeah, right there. That is an other ore. Okay, well, I will look into this, but for now, we've got the garden going, and we've got the flame going, and we've got trees going, and so we've got some starting blocks. And when I come back, I will go ahead and set up more occultism, hopefully, so we can get the glasses made and, yeah, deal with the ore. All right, so this is Cuberized. If you have any questions or comments, please put them down below. And if you enjoyed the episode, please give me a like and subscribe so you can get alerted to new content as I release it. Again, this has been my Craftoria Let's Play. This is Cuberized, signing off. Have a good one.